No, don't touch it. You'll get it worse. Chucky, give me some of that good stuff you got underneath the bar. Ah, I'm bleeding. I am bleeding. That's it. Hit me with it. Hit me with it right here. Let's go. Here. Oh, some more. Oh, holy water. That's enough. Hey. Is it any better? That's the last time I go visiting Cher after dark. This has got to be the worst hickey I ever got. And I'm telling you, the undead are a real pain in the neck. Thank you. Seriously, though, vampires are almost impossible to kill. And boy, can they reproduce. Did you know that just one of those suckers can give birth to hundreds more just by drinking the blood of the innocent? They're like cockroaches. Or Baldwin brothers that way. Oh, thanks. Nice package, too. Ah, that's good to be positive. And I like to be positive, not negative. Tonight's movie is The Vampire Journals. And in it, you'll learn a lot about vampires, but I can tell you more. For example, did you know that the Chinese believe vampires are just disembodied heads that fly through the air sucking blood from their victims through a needle that grows out of their noses? How cool is that? In other countries, the blood-sucking freaks take on the form of bats or wolves or Howard Stern. I mean, really spooky stuff. Tell you what, watch the first big steaming pile of vampire journals, and I'll be back to teach you more in just a little bit.
years had passed since that night I lost Rebecca, and yet the grief still burned in my soul. How many countries had I crossed in my quest for revenge? How many vampires had I slain? And how many countless more were spawned in that time? For me, there is no answer, no comfort, no rest. The trail of blood led me back again to Eastern Europe in search of Ash, the music lover. Vampires are the spawn of many bloodlines. Some are monstrous creatures forced to hide their faces from society. Others are beings of age-old grace, walking freely through the world of mortals. The music filled my heart with rapture until my senses rose to the scent of evil. Ash was close at hand. He was a master vampire with powers evolved over countless centuries. He reached into my eyes and forced me to look away. He was mesmerized by the girl who played piano.
You can dance next time on stage. I won't play. Yes.
Sophia.
Yes.
Please accept this small token of my admiration.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
If I may be so bold, please, you must pay us a visit some evening as my guest.
Thank you. Maybe sometime soon.
Whenever you wish. I'm a patient man.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Good night.
This evening was great. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it was our pleasure, you know.
I'll see you
Okay,
tomorrow.
bye.
Okay. Bye.
A master vampire is invulnerable to surprise attack, except in the moments when its bloodlust rises and its senses are utterly focused on its prey. His senses were focused on the girl. It seemed a good time to separate him from his neck. All right, you're safe now. In the last moment, I chose her life over the life of Ash. It was a moment of weakness I shall forever regret. Are you all right?
Yeah. Thanks.
He's gone now.
Well, this is perfect. First night on stage, I attract a stalker.
He gave you something else, I believe. His calling card?
Oh, yeah. This. Club Muse. Why are you so curious? What do you know about him?
Only that he seems to be a great admirer of yours. I'll walk you home, if I may.
Definitely. Please. I'd appreciate that.
How was the concert, Master?
Sublime, Cassandra.
I would like to attend the symphony sometime.
Someday, perhaps, we shall go together. But leave us now. Anything of interest?
The General is back again. He's become enamored with Angelica.
That could be amusing.
Anton knows you are displeased with him. He has to speak with you.
I pray the fates are smiling tonight. Please, enjoy the night. Drinks on the house. Fetch me, Anton.
You're American.
Yeah. You?
I come from many countries.
Oh, really? How's that?
I travel the world.
Doing what?
Sort of personal quest.
Oh. That's cool. I love this city. It's so elegantly decayed.
It's one of these so-called cities of mysteries.
The cities of mysteries. I've never heard of that.
It's a city where the ways of antiquity exist in league with the modern world.
Oh, here's my place. Thanks for everything. I don't have a telephone, but if you ever want to have a cup of coffee or something, you know where to find me.
You must be careful here. Don't walk alone at night. Lock your doors and windows. Please.
Hey, come on, Zachary, you're scaring me. I lived in New York. I can take care of myself.
As you wish. Good night.
Good night. And thanks.
For nothing. I had seen the look in Ash's eye. I had seen the same look in 1,000 others. He'd be back to claim his prey. The game had just begun. I took it upon myself to watch over her till the dawn.
To be as authentic as possible. Director Ted Nicolau took his crew to Transylvania to film tonight's bit of full moon madness, The Vampire Journals. Nicolau also directed the highly successful Subspecies series, which also dealt with vampires. That's a lot of blood-sucking, even for a movie director. You're watching Frightnight.
disappoint me, Anton.
Why? What have I done?
We struck a bargain, you and I. Immortality and sanctuary in exchange for half your worldly goods. How dare you withhold a portion of your wealth from me?
Yes, I swear to you.
I give you sanctuary, blood to sustain you. We share the sacred mysteries, and you repay me with such uninspired larceny.
Please, Ash, that money is for my children.
You are the child now, Anton, and I am the father. I will rip your children to pieces if you dare to betray me.
Now, Ash. Please. Spare my children. I will do anything you ask.
You have scarcely begun your passage into mastery. You cannot survive without me.
One more chance. I beg of you.
You have 2 days to correct this insult. Iris will contact your attorney tomorrow.
Thank you, Ash. I'll call Walter tonight. It will be taken care of.
I surprised you, Master.
Cassandra, your game is a dangerous one.
Lie with me tonight. Let me satisfy your cravings.
You distract me with your sensuality. Leave me to my meditations.
Ash, come quickly. The General's had a problem. It was an accident. It was an accident.
Bastard! You killed her! I saw him!
It's not my fault.
General, relax. I'm not here to enforce the law. I'm here to serve you. Please.
It's very important to avoid a scandal.
The last thing any of us wants is a scandal, my friend. You and Dimitri may dispose of her.
Let's get this over with quickly, Cassandra. The smell is disgusting. I shall have to use a liter of perfume to find anyone to dance with me.
You don't appreciate the smell of death, Dimitri? I find it intoxicating.
Yes. You're a depraved little bitch.
Join me, Dimitri. It's a shame to let her go to waste. What troubles you, child?
The wanderer you prophesied. I faced him tonight.
At last, he has arrived.
He held the blade of Laertes.
Draw him close to you. Fear him not. You are the stronger one. You will prevail.
You're Sophia Christopher, aren't you? You perform with the symphony.
Yes, I am. Can I help you?
My employer offers his deepest apologies for frightening you last night. He asked me to convey he was merely seeing you safely to your home.
Oh. I guess I did sort of overreact.
His name is Monsieur Ash. He's a wealthy patron of the arts. A bit eccentric, perhaps, but a most gentle man. He was quite taken by your performance and wishes to engage you in a private recital at Club Muse.
Oh, really? When?
Tonight, if possible, for a fee of $1,000.
Tonight? Sure, that's great.
I'll come around with the car just after sunset.
Okay, that's great. Zachary, what are you doing here?
Hoping to see you. You're going somewhere?
Yes, the most amazing thing happened today. This woman stopped me on the street and hired me to play at that place, Club Muse.
Club Muse. This woman, she was out in the daylight?
Yeah, it was daytime. That man who followed me, he's the owner. He's a patron of the arts. They're paying me $1,000 for one solo recital.
Sophia, you must come with me and listen carefully to what I have to tell you.
Tell me tomorrow, okay, Zachary? I've got to go now.
Sophia, please, don't get in that car.
Zachary, I'm nervous enough as it is, okay? I like you, but you're not my boyfriend or anything, so don't get bossy, okay?
The woman in the car was no vampire, but she reeked of evil. I should have stopped her, but something held me back. With shame, I realized. I hesitated in the knowledge that she would lead me to his lair.
This place is beautiful.
It suits our needs. You may begin.
Please. Continue.
The hours passed. Mortals came and went. I gathered my courage and went down for a closer look.
I'm sorry, sir. It's a private club.
That's quite all right, gentlemen. I'm a private man. The place was a fortress, an age-old den of evil. The air of malevolence dwarfed my senses.
Sir, must ask you to please leave. You cannot enter here.
My mistake. I reached into her eyes, but I could not master her. This was not the time or place to rush blindly into battle. I pitied Sophia, but I was not her keeper. I waited for her until the dawn, but in my heart I knew her fate was sealed, as mine had been sealed an eternity ago. A fate of endless nighttime, and endless hunger for innocent blood. I drink in shame, only to survive. I cannot bear to face my prey. Fear not, child. I will not harm you. I am God's most desolate creature. A vampire with a mortal's heart. A predator cursed to feel pity for his prey. I destroyed the one who spawned me. I swear I will destroy his entire bloodline. The ones who stole me from the warmth of the sun. For me, there is no comfort, no peace.
Do my teeth look pointy to you? Genius. It's really working. I'm turning into the vampire Shatner. Now, maybe I can finally get comped at the Oscars. I mean, it's gonna be grand. Me and Winona and Jewel and Billy Bob and Angelina. I can finally get a seat at the Cooper. Hey, you dumbass, you can't kill me with a plastic steak. A couple of country fried steaks might stand a 50-50 chance of giving me a coronary, but this thing is useless. But I'll tell you what. While this Molo tries to get me another pair of teeth, why don't you guys suck down the next part of the Vampire Journals? I'll see ya.
apprenticeship has just begun.
What have you done to me?
I've initiated you into the mysteries.
Please, somebody help!
There is no one to hear you. No hope of rescue. No possibility of escape.
What do you want from me?
Absolute devotion and the pleasure of your music. In return, I offer you the secret sought by man since the dawn of time. Eternal life.
No. Let me go home now.
Embrace me willingly, and your passage will be painless. Resist me, and you will agonize till the end of time. I shall drink from you slowly, until you embrace me as your master.
I know you will let go of me!
Soon enough, you will beg me for deliverance. Cassandra.
I surprised you, Master.
I remind you, Cassandra, it is forbidden to enter the Master's lair.
You're keeping the piano girl, aren't you? She is a sweet one, isn't she?
Come, Cassandra. Darkness calls.
Take me out into the great night, Master. I crave the hunt.
There is danger in the hunt. The night is no longer our exclusive domain.
It seems unnatural to live as we do, secluded from the pulse of life. I hunger for the chase.
We shall hunt, Cassandra. But it is a rare privilege.
Master? May I speak with you? In private?
Soon, Dimitri, soon. I promise you.
Cassandra. Leave us.
Wait for me below.
You abducted her.
She was irresistible.
You're becoming reckless, Ash. You're jeopardizing everything. You bring your brain through the labyrinth, not through the front door of my nightclub.
You are not the master, Iris.
You are not my master, Ash. You're my employer.
Apropos of which, did you speak with Anton's attorney?
I arranged for Anton to meet with him tonight.
Eavesdrop on their discussion. I'll be upstairs later.
Master. The night is so vast.
Sharpen your senses to the prey. Don't let the chaos of life confuse you. Listen, Cassandra. Vivaldi.
Hello.
Feel my heartbeat. Let me feel yours. Feel our hearts together.
Cassandra, I applaud your depravity, but you cannot carry on like this in a public thoroughfare.
Sophia still lived. I could sense her despair through the walls of his stronghold. My fear was not that Ash would kill her, for that would have been the kinder fate. My fear was he would curse her with eternal life, and her destruction would fall to me.
You are a stranger here. I am master of this city. At midnight tonight, walk through my door in peace.
Make certain that your people have everything prepared as we planned. Remember to put the package on the plane behind the baggage compartment.
Ash, we're discussing the arrangements for our business venture.
Excellent. Thank you for coming, Walter.
Always a pleasure, Ash.
I'll tell Iris to extend every courtesy. Dimitri, take your friend downstairs. And Alexander, remove your head from the bar and put on some evening clothes.
A vampire with a mortal ally is master of both night and day. The woman Iris was a danger to me and to the safety of my resting place. Ash invited me.
You are welcome here. This way, please.
Before me were the spawn of Ash, commingling with mortals. To purge this den would be a bloody nightmare.
You are a stranger to my city. You have stood between me and my prey. What is your name?
Zachary.
You stalk me. What is it you seek?
The girl, Sophia.
Sophia is mine.
Release her to me and I shall leave in peace.
You are no hero. The scent of death betrays you. You are the hunter, the scourge of our bloodline. Fear him not, Ash. It is you who will strike the mortal blow.
Do not humiliate yourself. You are no match for me. Sit. This is the blade of Laertes, a vampire slayer. These symbols endowed with magical powers. It was mine once. It was stolen from me 700 years ago.
I offer you the blade for the life of Sophia.
I claim the blade and the life of Sophia, and your life as well. Our lives are intertwined, Zachary. Drink blood with me. You heard the prophecy. It is I who will prevail. You are a pitiful creature. You lust for blood, but your heart cries out for mercy. You deny your predatory nature.
I despise it, Ash, but I do not deny it. I am spawned from your own cursed bloodline.
Who is your master?
I killed my master.
Let us strike a bargain, Zachary. In our mutual best interests, I will give you sanctuary, a willing consort to feast upon this one night. Tomorrow, you must leave here and never look back. If you agree to that, I'll let you see Sophia.
All right. I agree.
This is the largest underground stronghold in Eastern Europe. 80 feet beneath the city. A labyrinth of caves with a dozen secret exits. It was renovated in the 18th century by my predecessor and master, Radu of Transylvania. Here, we are free to pursue our predilections with mortals who appreciate the pleasures of our kiss.
I followed him into the heart of his lair. He held me in his thrall. Sophia was somewhere close at hand, but I was powerless to act against him.
Without shame, Zachary. She is a willing partner. I leave you in peace.
Who is this stranger? Why is he so sad?
He yearns for redemption, but there is none. Leave him be. He's my plaything.
Kiss me.
I warn you, child. Stand away from me. Run from me, child. I have no wish to violate your flesh.
No.
Run from me! No!
Let me go. I swear to God, I'll kill you. Please, don't hurt me.
I have no wish to hurt you. I offer you deliverance from your pain.
My friends know I'm here. They'll come looking for me.
I would welcome the diversion. Sophie. To live forever is life's most precious gift. A priceless opportunity to perfect your art through the centuries. Accept me as your master, and you will be an avatar of the music world.
No!
Iris, I require more incense.
You shall have it, Dimitri. Ash, I must speak with you at once.
Why do you disturb me?
Anton and Walter are plotting to leave the country.
Where are they now?
Walter's in the brothel. Anton's in his lair.
Tell Anton to meet me above. And bring Walter to us immediately.
No. You know, this stuff needs another blessing. It's just not working. What you've done is you've got my cape all wet, you know? Now I can't fly. I'm having a bad cape day, all right? This is what you've done to me. Watch how heavy it is. Oh. Incapable. If you want to learn to kill a vampire, take some lessons from the experts. Putz.
You are my child, Anton. My lifeblood courses through your veins. What compels you to defy me?
No. Everything is taken care of, Master. Walter will make the transfer immediately.
What reason is there to deceive me when all that I possess, all my comforts and protections are yours to share? Have I not given you all that I vowed?
Yes, Ash. You are a man true to your word.
And you, Anton, what good is your word to me?
I swear to you, there will be no more irregularities.
Kiss my hand, Anton. Declare your devotion.
You are my master, Ash.
Walter, please, join us.
Anton has made his intentions clear to me. The transfers will be made tomorrow.
Iris can confirm the transaction.
I am mortally offended, gentlemen, that you partake my generosity and yet continue to conspire against me.
No, Ash, we are eager to cooperate.
Anton is being most generous. In my opinion, he has no legal obligation to you.
You, dear Anton, disappoint me greatly. And you, Walter, as a practitioner of the legal arts, are beneath my contempt. Both of you have betrayed my trust. Feast, Anton.
Have mercy, Master, please. He's my only friend.
Prove your devotion to me.
You are my master, Ash.
Your cowardice is a danger to us all. All that I have given you, I now take away.
Have mercy, Master.
There is no mercy, Anton. Only darkness, eternal.
You can't behave like this in my nightclub.
I could not let them leave. They would have exposed us.
And what happens now? Well, Walter's associates call the police. Witnesses can place him here, and I'm the one who must face their questions.
You will deal with it as you always have. You and our friends in high places.
What goes on in your sanctuary is no concern to me. But this is where I draw the line.
Do not challenge me, Iris. I have troubles enough. I have been generous with you. Do not betray me, or I shall draw the line across your throat.
I heard that.
Burn in hell, Cassandra.
Master was displeased with Anton, as he grows displeased with you.
Anton tried to gain his freedom. Your master holds you in eternal slavery. Stop that, Cassandra. You're disgusting.
You are the disgusting one. You are as guilty as we. And yet, we shall live forever. While you grow old and ugly and die. How long have you been Ash's protégé? 2 centuries and a half.
Your reign as his favored one has ended.
Sophia has replaced you in his affections. Jealousy becomes you, Iris. We joke amongst us how you yearn for our master's kiss.
I lay there in a reverie. I prayed for death to release me from my oath of vengeance. But God mocked my despair with visions of Rebecca and my last days of happiness a century ago. Absinthe and poetry were my foolish passions. Rebecca was my inspiration. And Serena, the seductress who stole my life from me. I had tasted less than a wine glass of her blood. I needed little to sustain me, and yet she begged for more.
When can I venture into the great night alone?
Patience, child. There is still much for you to learn.
Lie with me tonight. I crave your affection.
Leave me, Cassandra. My patience is short. Master, I have a problem. What is it, Dmitri? I accidentally killed my consort. I'm sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself.
Dispose what's left of him in the pit. First, go to the salon and help Iris dispose of Anton and Walter.
Anton is dead. How? He betrayed my trust. So I beheaded him. My condolences, Messer. He was a vile man. Go now. Leave me in peace. Sophia. Your friend, Zachary, wishes to see you.
Zachary. Here?
Come. You must make yourself more presentable. I have honored my obligation to you.
Sophia! Sophia!
My senses overwhelmed by the innocent's blood, I did not hear them entering the chamber. It was a moment of surrender I would not repeat. I searched for a crack in the wall, a gap in the doorway through which to escape. But where no light can enter, a shadow cannot pass.
Come on, Anton. Don't be difficult.
Careful, it's hot.
Alas. Poor Yorick. Oh, brains! Damn you, Anton! Still making trouble.
Give me that, you idiot!
Careful, Iris. Don't miss the floor.
Leave us, Dmitri.
Master, I'll be in my lair freshening up. Don't forget my incense, Iris.
This is the key to Zachary's lair. Tomorrow, when the sun is at its zenith, take his sleeping body to the courtyard and render him to dust.
I am not your vampire slayer, Ash. And from now on, I want you to spare me these intrigues of yours. But this one favor I'll do for you. If you give me something in return.
Anything but what you most desire.
The girl Sophia. I want you to kill her.
Do not mock me, Iris. Sophia's life is more precious to me than yours.
Oh, God. You're in love with her. What a poor, pitiful Romeo you are. As she grows stronger, you grow weaker. Destroy her, Ash, or she'll be your ruin.
You have spirit, Sophia, and a fierce will to live. They will serve you well in the centuries to come. The hour has arrived to taste the blood of your master.
No, please don't!
I will have you, Sophia. Embrace me willingly, and I vow not to spoil that portion of your soul which is the wellspring of your artistry.
No!
I beg of you, Sophia. I have no wish to defile the music in your heart.
Stop it!
You will be mine.
Forever!
Touch your skin. I love to play with your little stem. Oh, that little stem. Does that excite you? Yes, my dear. I want to excite you. I want to peel you. I'm going to peel your skin off. I'm going to suck your
ruby red juice out of you. I'm going to grind your seeds. Oh, you are all wet. Oh, look at you, coming apart in my hands. I am going to rend you into sections. I'm going to bite you into pieces. I'm going to... I've got you now. Now I've got you, haven't I? You little ruby red quilt.
Hi. I'm just running some lines here. For the part, you got to rehearse. That's what I always say. So while I kill a stage manager who forgot to tell me that we're on the air, you guys should head back into your Frightnight movie, watched the Vampire Journals. And Mr. Stage Manager...
Zachary, I'm sorry, my beloved. Come to me. Our lives can be redeemed.
Where's Ash?
I said I'm going.
Where's Sophia? Take me to her.
I'll point you to his lair, into the secret tunnels. But first you must agree on 3 things.
I could kill you right now for delivering her into his hands.
Oh, that'd be a foolish waste.
What are your conditions?
First, you must promise not to betray my confidence.
You have my word.
Second, you must take Sophia and leave this country, never to return.
I will leave when Ash and all of his bloodline are destroyed.
I will not stand between Ash and his fate.
Sophia, you rest at the threshold of mortality. Tell me your desire, life or death. Will you take me as your master? Honor and obey me unto eternity.
Yes.
My blood will suffuse you with life. You are mine now, Sophia. Cry, Sophia. Let no sadness pass. May I help you?
I had no blade to finish him with, so I did the next best thing. I was too late. She had tasted his blood. He was immersed in her, which gave me a moment's advantage.
after them, Cassandra. Lead me to them. I'm too weak to fly.
Yes, Master.
Do not falter, Sophia. Keep moving.
Can't. It hurts.
It is the coming of the dawn. We must find shelter.
Master, this way.
Zachary! Deliver Sophia to me, and I promise you safe passage. You must keep moving.
Sophia, come to me.
Make a pretty prize for my master.
Sophia!
Come to me. The dawn approaches. And soon it will be too late to seek sanctuary. Strike the first blow, Cassandra. Deliver me from the hands of fate.
We must find a resting place, quickly. Quickly! Inside here! We'll lie here today. Tonight we'll find a safer sanctuary.
Thank you, Zachary.
Do not thank me, Sophia. I brought you no salvation.
Why? What's going to happen to me?
Only one thing is for certain. Never again will you feel the warmth of the sun. I had stolen her from Ash's lair. I could offer her protection, teach her to survive, but I was not her true master. Her life, like mine, would be an endless nightmare.
Hi, welcome back. As you can probably tell after watching those blood-sucking idiots fall for the oldest tricks in the book, I'm taking no chances. Sunshine? No problem. Garlic? I eat garlic for breakfast. Steak in the heart? I'm from Hollywood. I have no heart. Actually, there are a lot of us undead bloodsuckers wandering through Tinseltown. Joan Collins, Dick Clark, Joan Rivers, Regis. I mean, really, for his age, that guy looks like $1 million. Green and crumpled. The guy's so old, he farts dust. The man's first show was a cave painting. He used to host Live with Regis and Genghis Khan. Thank you, I'm here all week. But seriously, folks, I kid Regis because I love him. And by love, I mean, you know, barely tolerate. But still, we Hollywood vampires need to stick together if we're going to avoid the nasty fate of tonight's movie ghouls. And with that in mind, the Screen Afterlife Guild is stronger than ever with a dental plan that's just to die for. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm meeting Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt for a quick bite, and it's going to be totally bootylicious. See you next week. Right back here on William Shatner's Full Moon Frightnight. And our guest, Roger Corman.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Roger. My old friend, Roger Corman.
Long ago.
From a long time ago to now. You're a legend in your own time, Roger.
We are both legends, and
Two legends.
I salute the greater legend.
You started in films as a young man, as a director?
Yes. I started first as a writer, then a producer, then a director.
And what attracted you to horror films?
I think something within my unconscious. I loved horror films, and I loved horror novels and science fiction from when I was a little kid. I was reading those books.
What are the horror elements? I mean, I don't understand horror myself.
I can give you an example in one of the Edgar Allan Poe pictures.
Yes, I mean, what I'd like you to do is take an Edgar Allan Poe picture that you made and be specific. Tell us specifically what you mean.
All right. I wanted to build a series of suspenseful moments culminating in the peak at which the audience screams. And it leads to something else, but I'll start with this. You start with what has always been a classic for me, the man walking down a hallway. There's certain sexual symbolism in that as well that I think it becomes very complex. But anyway, stay with the horror end of it. You have Vincent walking down the hallway. Late at night, you can hear thunder. There's a tiny window specifically so that lightning can flash in. Cobwebs are all around. Rats are on the floor, primarily to set up the mood, but also to have little moments where he turns something in a cobweb, hits him in the face, and he has to push it away.
Again, original fear of insects, rats.
Right. And he almost steps on a rat, and you have a cut of that. These are little moments of horror, building and building and building, and the audience is saying to him or feeling, go forward, because what is at the end of that corridor is tremendously important. And they're also saying, get out of there, turn and go the other way. Now, I think it's connected a little bit with a young man's initiation to sex. The corridor is obviously the vagina. He wants to go forward to see what is at the other end.
That's so interesting.
But also, he's a little worried. He's never done this before, and he may say, well, maybe I'll try this another time. So all of these tensions are building and building and building. And the peak comes at the end of the corridor, and in this one scene...
Of course, the cobwebs in the vagina, we don't want to even go there.
Okay, let's not hit the individual moments here. And anyway, we'll stay with the hallway, the corridor. He's going down the corridor, and at the end is a door, and the answer to what he's seeking is behind the door. And I have a close-up on him as he's walking forward, and a POV also. So we're cutting with a moving camera, going forward, and POV on him, plus cutaways. And as he comes to the door, I go in tight on him and tight on the door. And in this particular case, when the door opened, it was an old storage room. I went in tight on the door, and an old hobby horse fell forward and hit him in the face.
Startling.
Startling.
Looking for a surprise.
Right. At the same time, I hit the soundtrack with the sound of the hobby horse coming forward as the creaking door opens, and at the same time the music builds to a peak. All of it hit simultaneously, and I remember at the sneak preview, the audience screamed with fear. And I thought, I did it. I got this one right. And then something happened that I had not anticipated. After they screamed, there was a little laughter. And I thought, wait a minute, did I do something wrong here? And I thought, no. The laughter is a release of the tension and also sort of appreciation that they'd been had, but they were in on it because they expected it to be. And that's one of the reasons why in some of the later horror films, we started introducing more humor on the basis that humor is connected in a strange way with horror, which in a strange way is connected with sex. And you think of them all three is a building of tension to a point, and then it breaks. In horror, you scream. In a joke, you laugh. And in sex, you have a great moment.
You're doing both,
right?